This is not about Jey Uso being the winner. He deserves it. This is simply about Gunther and Jey Uso is not a match many people are going to be excited about.
Hi, Spots and Cheap Pops, you're on the air.
Jey Uso, winner of the 2025 Royal Rumble, and over 30,000 people not liking it on YouTube. And I'm one of them. Fuck that guy. No, I'm kidding. Ladies and gentlemen, High Spots and Cheap Pops, little bit of a Royal Rumble review, particularly the men's Royal Rumble.
And then there's certain aspects of the men's Royal Rumble. Especially, I saw that moment between Punk, Cena, and Roman. That's the sort of thing I was hoping to see. And but then when I saw that Jey Uso was the winner, I was after I picked myself off the floor, I was starting to question my love for Papa H. So I'm really curious to hear what your take is on what happened here.
Well, here we go. First of all, I want to say by starting to say this, I don't dislike Jey Uso. I don't think he sucks. I don't think he's.
Right.
I certainly don't think he's not over. But he already said he's picking Gunther. So after he beats and throws Cena out, pushes Cena off the apron to the floor, he already said in the post game he's picking Gunther. Oh my God, I can't believe it's so awesome. Jey Uso and Gunther are going to fight at WrestleMania. Said nobody ever. This is supposed to be Pop H. This is supposed to have things that make sense. So I'm really curious why you would even have Jey Uso and Gunther face at Saturday night's main event 8 nights ago.
That's what's weird to me.
It makes no sense. And nobody gives a flying fuck about this match. So I'm sorry. Here's the reality. This match, out of all the possibilities you could have had for your World Heavyweight Championship, this match is going to have zero interest compared to everything else that might be happening at WrestleMania, particularly with whoever's going to face Cody, and particularly what's happening between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. So Jey Uso winning this, all it did is it takes away from the Royal Rumble as how of prestige. This year it didn't mean a whole hell of a lot. And it's going to take away from this world title. Why? Okay. Because there is zero chance this match is going to be the, quote, main event of WrestleMania. It's not closing either night unless they have a build that you can't even imagine them having between these two, between Gunther and Jey Uso. Unless the build is extraordinary, no one is going to give a shit about this match. And how do I know? Because, well, you look at Jey Uso when he walked into the crowd. Everybody doing the Yeet dance. That's what we're doing? Right?
Yeah.
When he won, people were so shocked and annoyed. I would say it cut down substantially. I don't want to give a percentage because I'm just looking at it, but it initially looked about 50% of the crowd was just like annoyed and or shocked. And then once he got people going, yeah, but still, it wasn't everybody. It wasn't like that scene in France when he came in,
yeah,
or even his entrances. It was nothing like that. People would rather see John Cena there. People would rather see CM Punk there, Roman Reigns there. Hell, there's people who would rather see Drew McIntyre there. They certainly would want to see them instead of a rematch, which we already saw a couple times. And I hear, well, it's because the crowd so loves him so much. It's Yeet, and it's the hand gesture. Might as well be Fandango. It's not the same thing. It's like Kofi Mania because, the crowd really is behind him and they want him to win a championship. It's not like Kofi Mania. Kofi was still very much in a tag team, and then he was thrown into the Elimination Chamber at the last minute, and the crowd fell in love with him, and he almost beat Bryan Danielson right shortly after it. And that was what was the inspiration of Kofi Mania. Kofi was thrown. He wasn't coming off a hot singles run. Jey Uso has had multiple world championship shots. And he's failed every time. Is that the story? He's had an Intercontinental Championship run. He was the first person to pin Braun Breaker on the main roster. Jey Uso has had an incredible singles run and in many opportunities, main eventing Raws, main eventing Saturday Night's Main Event, getting a championship match with Damian Priest, which wasn't great. And the thing is, when he's had these matches, they haven't been great. They've all been forgettable. Sorry. His promos very often very forgettable. And you're trying to tell me, oh, it's kind of like Bryan Danielson. No, it's not. Batista had come back, had won. Bryan Danielson was the most over babyface at the time.
Yeah.
Cena was out, and he came back, and he wasn't red hot. He was getting booed. Bryan Danielson was universally loved. He had the entire, just like the Yeets. Yeah. But the thing was, he was the most popular guy. He was leading in merch. He was the reason people were starting a yes movement. And he's not the most popular. He's not even a top 5 most popular guy in WWE. Randy Orton, John Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes. He doesn't touch any of them. Not even
Seth
close.
Rollins.
Seth Rollins, well, he just turned heel, which I love.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to kill this whole match. It was set up great. There was a moment in this Royal Rumble, I'm like, God, look at all the names.
Talent.
AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest to a lesser extent, Jey Uso, at the time I'm thinking to a lesser extent, but still main event guys, and CM Punk, and of course Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, all these top guys and legends, every one of them are going to be future Hall of Famers to one extent, I would assume. Everyone, including Damian Priest, who probably needs a little more work to do. It's a who's who. And one of the top people I didn't want to see win was Jey Uso because I just saw him. I've seen him over and over in pedestrian championship matches. And I just saw him lose to Gunther on national television 7 days prior. And he wins and calls out Gunther again? We're going to get the same exact match? Come on. And don't take my word for it. Go on YouTube. Over 33,000 dislikes to only 19,000 likes. And if that data point doesn't do anything for you now, well, then I guess it didn't mean anything when The Rock took Cody's place, and that had the most dislikes in WWE history. Other one to look at. Anytime you have something monster happen or huge happen in WWE, how many views are we talking about? Couple 12 million, couple dozen million? There's not even 1 million views on YouTube of Jey Uso winning this match yet.
Are you serious?
I am very serious.
That's terrible.
653,000 views.
Ooh.
The video on YouTube. Now I don't know about shorts, but the actual video is at 650,000 more than 24 hours later.
That's not good.
And again, almost twice the amount of dislikes. So this isn't just me. John Lux, I love him to death, but he said, oh, I get it. You just don't like the guy. It's not because I don't like Jey Uso. Jey Uso is a member of the bloodline, and I have infinite respect and connection with the bloodline. There is no disrespect to Jey Uso. Jimmy's better, though. But there's no disrespect to Jey Uso. Solo is too, actually. But the fact is, I mean, Rikishi was better. Roman's definitely better. No, I'm kidding. Jey Uso's over. I get it. But that's the reality here. Like, he's literally over because of Yeet. And the hand gesture got the whole crowd, because we know many members of the WWE Universe are Pavlovian dogs, and they love to yell, and they love to be part of the show, and they love to... And honestly, it's really badass when he does make an entrance. You have to be moved by unison when you see tens of thousands of people rocking that. It is an inspiring thing. But then the bell rings. And then he has to cut a promo. And can anyone tell me? I mean, he's been part of some legendary promos, so I'm not saying he sucks.
Right.
But when he just cut a promo on his own, has he ever inspired someone? No. Yeet did. Thank you so much for watching High Spots and Cheap Pops. For Vladi, Dadi, this is Silicon Steve Valli. Hit the subscribe button and let us know what you think. Thank you for watching, and here endeth the lesson.